Just God's love, and with God's love we can do it all. If you don't mind, hit that follow button and subscribe. The stream is starting soon. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, bringing entertainment to me and you. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit. It's not hard to do. Get ready because the stream is starting now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another JRabbit87 stream. I'm your host, JRabbit87, alongside my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebyrd10.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's having a good day today, and I hope you guys are ready. I've got some apologizing to do. A second great. Huh?
It's not giving me the link.
Boo. Thursday. We had to cancel stream last Thursday. This last Thursday, because I was literally watching a movie on my phone. I heard a popping noise followed by the sound of rushing water, and our pipe in our bathroom broke. And thankfully we've got it fixed. And of course, we were busy yesterday, which was so much fun. So we needed it too, especially after that happened.
We need even yet another day of rest as well, but we'll get that thing.
But we're here. We're here. We are back. We are live. We're going to play some Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's get into our commands and then a word of warning after that. But first, of course, as always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly, and we want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. We also, of course, want to say that if you did not know, you do now, my hashtag wonderful wife is a Mary Kay. Hold up, I just realized. Give me a moment. Let's try this again. There it is. Now, not Marcy. If you didn't know, my hashtag wonderful wife is a Mary Kay consultant. It's just in time for the holidays to get your Mary Kay orders in. I also know that sooner rather than later they're going to be doing some special sales for holiday stuff, so make sure you grab that link and contact my hashtag wonderful wife to get all your Mary Kay products today. Well, obviously not, you wouldn't be getting them today, but you'd be buying them and all that good stuff. Words are hard sometimes. We also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joins us today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. And of course, a huge thank you goes to our supporters. We will name those supporters by name at the end of stream. Last but not least, y'all, you know that if there's a specific game that you would like to me to play, I am going to have to ask for help getting that game. But other than that, nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, if you'd like to help support, more ways on how you can help support is now in the chat. Now, before we get into it, yeah, I completely forgot Discord. We have one of those. If you would like to join our Discord, feel free to grab that link and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are had. And, yeah, we just love to see you there.
Do you want to do YouTube and TikTok?
Dude, I have forgotten everything today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
YouTube, we have one of those as well.
Nick also said won't be able to chat for a bit, but he'll be watching.
Okay.
T said, please let me know when the bad thing has already happened.
Fair. Which one? I know. YouTube, we have one of those. If you'd like to check out our past live streams, feel free to grab that link that's in the chats. And if you'd like to check out some of our dad is a one, not a. If you'd like to check out some of our past highlight videos, feel free to grab that link and join us over on TikTok. Okay, now I think we're up to speed.
Yeah.
I just gotten all kinds of discombobbled.
It's been a
It's been
few days.
it's been a past few days.
A word of warning.
A word of warning. So I don't know how many of you have played this. There are different acts. Acts 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are about to enter Act 2. We are super, super close to Act 2. Right before Act 2 happens, there is some very, very disturbing images and things. So, a word of warning. Viewer discretion is very much advised from this point. With that said, we can get into the game proper. And as always, my hashtag wonderful wife will be helping me with
As best I can.
as best she can.
With candy can.
And if I ended up needing to turn down the volume or anything, please let me know. Because the thing is going to be about this far from me, so that way she can help.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me know if I need to do that. Oh yeah, so basically Sayori went home early. We talked to Monica, but she didn't really comment on it. Let's go to Natsuki. Save Yuri for last. What's up? We are waiting for something. Not for me.
Okay, ready.
My phone did a dump. Okay. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyways. Not me. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. But mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No. Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Good! Oh, wait, no. Oh, that was her, I guess. Oh, yeah.
She probably punched me.
Oh, good! Yeah, Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should just really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today, I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy cell. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out?
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the play. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is cover for shouting that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
We'll turn it down to 15. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No? First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too?
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere. About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Usagi.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you should be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Usagi may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Usagi to...
Well, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Usagi to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, He hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in.
You literally just said.
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Usagi, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course. Humph.
Very well. In that case,
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with...
Sayori!
Yes, we are going to choose Sayori. But you're going to soon find out. What's up?
Well, not in the hospital, but he's not doing well.
Oh, okay.
He won't go to the hospital.
Fair. Okay. Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and
But
Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
If you guys be waiting on me, I will be able to chat for a bit. We already made the choice.
Just think of the club, okay?
So, okay.
Now we have to choose between.
So we have to choose between. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make this obvious as I can. We can choose Monica, but they're just gonna get upset again. We have to choose Natsuki or Yuri. But I will leave it up to chat and my wife. If it's up to me, Natsuki. But what does the Cobra say? Hiss.
Well, it's a small screen.
I know.
Small screen don't dance.
Here we go. Just in case.
You're cute.
That it is. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so I could probably use two. So it could probably use two people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that.
That's because... Never mind, okay?
Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good.
Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to know about? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts.
What about you, Yasagi?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little unappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction.
You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. And I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah!
Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Humph. Natsuki gives me her number. Got that number. We get... Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait. You're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using ton of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Usagi.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. 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 Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Usagi.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Usagi. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Usagi? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Eh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Usagi. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Usagi. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Usagi?
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Usagi.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this. To me. Please don't do this. Usagi.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better call me. I'll get mad if you don't. ...
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Usagi. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go, and as she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, alright? It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. So yeah, the big Sayori reveal. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. This is why you guys just want me to do all of that. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all?
Most people are.
Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Usagi? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Goo- This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong more than wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid? Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it! I didn't say anything! I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are in the body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Usagi. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can see it started. Gross. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Usagi, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monica delighted expressions. I wonder if I could make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Oh,
this is
this is-
something me and you would do. What?
I see where this is going. They'll have to redo the icing.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I like to see you try. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Nah. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop.
That's cute.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
That's not where I thought this was going.
What? Did you just seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Usagi, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Moment ruined. Natsuki rushes over to the Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. You left a dry tray in there, dummy. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on the top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. So, very similar if we choose Yuri, another kind of tension moment like that happens.
Oh yeah.
So,
Either
just,
way.
yeah. I like this one though because, I don't know, it's more playful. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or even other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Oh? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Yeah, I'm not cute.
Yeah, you are.
Come
My
on.
husband is cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing! Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki pulls them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Ah. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, we'd probably be down to 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, I'm finally able to type more here and there. I love these Natsuki moments. The chemistry is fun. Yee.
It is.
Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Oh, excuse me. There is always time for manga. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would have listened to me the way she listens to you. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think about the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out. I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Usagi, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you do. I feel the same way as you, so. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision with her slightly parted lips. Before I continue, not even making things intense, there is something I want to point out that was pointed out to me, and I can never unsee it. And now I'm going to point it out to everybody else. If you take a look at their eyes, it's a Pokeball!
Fair.
Because it's split. There's a black slit. It's like red and white.
Fair.
It's a Pokeball. Okay, now that I've done that, what is happening? Natsuki used Baka. Bake. My head starts to go dizzy, and I feel her soft breaths against me. And yes, I want to make sure I say that because I watched a streamer who said something else, not breaths, because he read it wrong.
Fair.
I felt it for a while now. Huh? Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori?
Hi, Usagi.
Sayori? Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Usagi. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so...
Oh, really? That's too bad.
Yeah, well... I still see you at the festival tomorrow, so... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Usagi? I'm supposed to be happy for you.
Sayori being here makes me so uncomfortable. It's like, oh, come on, not now.
Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Usagi. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica was right. Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But, Pete...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Usagi. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori,
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Usagi, I like you so much that I want to unalive. That's how I feel. And
that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Alright. So we have obviously a decision here. One will get us a special scene with Sayori, and the other one will not. This is the Sayori route. So the saying I love you will get us a special extra scene with Sayori.
extra scene.
Saying you'll always be my dearest friend will not get us that extra scene.
I vote for extra scene.
I want the special scene, please. Alright. Sayori, I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. We love Sayori. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Usagi.
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. And this is the only time we see any bit of the main character who we're playing as.
Fair. Usagi, is this really okay?
Yeah. Whoa. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Usagi. I want to be with you forever.
Me too.
Dot dot dot.
I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Usagi.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Oh, okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Usagi.
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad,
Dagnabbit, Sayori, you're tugging each of my heartstrings.
This is depression, y'all.
this is the best thing for me, right?
Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. Does he, though? That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Get ready, y'all. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Usagi, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Usagi. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Knowing what I know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry.
Hey.
Oh, wait.
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Also, so for your knowledge, there is no music going on right now.
I believe it.
I flipped through the pages. Each
This scene hurts and warms my heart, my soul at the same time.
each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percentage. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Yeah, I'm not doing that whole. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pinch in my stomach. Bit.
Usagi? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Ah. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I race Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori?
Don't strain yourself. LOL, didn't expect that line.
She really is a heavy sleeper.
Hold up. Warning. Trigger warning.
And not just yet, but yeah.
Oh, is it not yet?
I was going to do it before
Oh.
my idea.
Okay.
I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I didn't want to have to enter her room like this, preparing myself for the pain. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. Okay. This is where, yeah. The trigger warning that I said before, this is where I am giving it full effect.
You're welcome.
Trigger warning. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for younger viewers. If you know, you know. I gently open the door. And the song in the background. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. I mean, yeah, there's no way. There's no way for her to actually do that. I mean, Story wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Shiori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Shiori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always had been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. But it's not over yet.
You want me to message the groupie group and say the bad scene is over?
Yeah. Not many things can break my heart as deeply as this here. Shiori was so innocent, and this should not have happened. I really wish it didn't. I'm attached to the Shiori character and wish there could be better for her. And take a look at our screen. There's something odd about the screen. There is no more Sayori. There's just a scrambled up Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki. I'm curious what happens if I exit. We got the it's a bad song. I'll be your beach. Right. I'm using stuffed animals from her childhood. Okay. So we still have more than 30 minutes, so and then if I go to load game, I can still load. But we're just gonna keep on going on. Start a new game. Trophy earned. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never really see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, what a pretty name that girl has. I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Oh, I want to see something actually before we continue. Oh, and all my save is gone.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Let's see something. I don't remember. I don't know. Remember when it comes. I know that there's sometimes that there's in the original.
Saves. Oh,
Also, when I go to characters, there's no Sayori. Okay.
I mean, we'll get there at one point.
Okay. So, oh yeah, happy thoughts.
Yeah.
There it is. That wasn't there before. Stuff gets put in your into different things. Exception. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Haha. Well, here goes nothing. Yep. Uh, uh,
Let's go.
let's go. Back to it. Hmm?
Okay.
What's
I
up?
thought for a moment that Sayori was like completely disappeared.
Oh.
Love the extra content, don't necessarily love what the extra content is.
Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average time. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Usagi?
Monica?
Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely taught, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one.
Gee, he sure was awful flattering when he described Monica. I wonder why.
A literature club. All the glitches.
This is Act 2.
Oh, I know.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the clubroom.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey Usagi, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but manga is literature.
It really is though. In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Usagi. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then?
Hey, Reese.
Hi, Reese. I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. So the first one was a cupcake, now it's a smile.
Yep.
I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
You guys knew in your cosplay. We're not in cosplay right now, but
Yeah, I wish I had cosplay.
right? I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Usagi. ...
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Usagi in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Usagi?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least joy in tea.
But I at least...
Oh, well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Usagi, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the first moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Oh, I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's right, usually you like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sat in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Question mark.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Usagi?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
Humph! The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Usagi. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. For letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Usagi?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Usagi, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Usagi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress this class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. So, before we do this, there is a way to get Sayori. And I've also heard, I haven't actually seen it myself, but I've been told that if you do certain words, you'll get another chibi of Monica that pops up. But I'm not really sure if that one is real or not. But I do know that there is supposed to be a way where you can actually get a Sayori, at least the chibi. Other than that, I'm thinking Natsuki just for a specific jump scare that we can get later on. Otherwise, I'm thinking we try to do
I mean, if we can do Sayori, I wouldn't mind doing Sayori.
let's look up Sayori stuff.
And also look up the test.
Let's do all the secrets we can if that's cool with you.
So, would Sayori be considered a secret?
Technically, because we're not supposed to be focusing on Sayori right now, so. Also, if we do this, I will again put a small trigger warning. And since I saved, I just want to make sure that there's, oh, there is a picture. Probably just a poem, yeah, a joke.
Secret.
One of 11 special poems, DDLC selects 3 random special poems to appear when it is started for the first time. Nice. Just gotta get back to this. Sorry, I wanted to see that if there was anything. Alright. What we got? That's making Yori. Okay.
I don't know,
try. What's the rest? And maybe one of the other ones too, but we're gonna try. What we got? Fair. Yeah. Well, okay. I didn't give us the secret, but okay.
What
Hmm.
was this chibi supposed to come up?
Well, I didn't know if it was we were going to get the Monica one or if we were going to get the Sayori chibi. It may not be until a different poem too, because I do know I have seen at least video of the Sayori chibi that comes out.
And
But-
maybe the next one, because we chose Sayori words. Hi again, Usagi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Usagi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack.
Looks like an alien.
You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Oh, the music got weird. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, you're blocking.
Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga section in the classroom.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Usagi. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you.
Oh, I just realized she's like getting bigger. Or like her hair, I think. Or it's slanting or something. Something's going wrong.
It is slanted, but
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is How Is This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closets. And with that, I think it's time to wrap up. Alright. Alright, y'all. Ah. Hit the wrong thing. I hope you have enjoyed our time with the Dokies. But time has come to an end. I will be live tomorrow as we get back to Deltarune. So I hope you'll join me for that. It will be at 7 p.m. Central Time. For now, let me go ahead and get the ads snoozed and we'll get into our commands.
Not like anyone's watching the ads.
Fair.
I don't know where they went.
As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly. We want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all of the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves.
Absolutely.
Hey y'all, if you didn't know, my wife is a Mary Kay consultant. It is just time, just in time for you guys to get all of your skincare needs for the holidays whether it be as a gift or for yourself. Make sure to grab that link that I posted in chat and feel free to contact her for business purposes only.
I will demonstrate a product in the future.
Um,
Or two.
we also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you, of course, to everybody that's joined us today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with us. Also, a huge thank you to our supporters, starting with my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebyrd10, our amazing friends Nick and T, our, I think, still subscriber, Dylan Taylor 4, the two guys who have helped in other ways, Sean and Steve, and the wonderful digital artist who did this beautiful artwork for free for us, Z Fire Incorporated. Thank you guys so much. Discord. We have one of those. If you have not joined our Discord, feel free to grab that link that my hashtag wonderful wife has posted into the chat and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where the important announcements are made and important decisions are done. Wrestling results are also posted, and just we'd like to see you there. Y'all, YouTube, if you would like to join us over on the land of YouTube, feel free to grab that link and join us over there where you can catch up on some of our past live streams or even rewatch this one. Hopefully. If you don't mind, give that channel a subscribe. It's free. Give the videos a like and a comment. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm, and they let me know you're coming from Twitch. If full-on videos quite aren't your thing, then you can grab that link and join us over on TikTok, where I've been posting highlight videos. Again, I ask, please give the account a follow, give the videos a like and a comment. They'll let me know you're from Twitch, and they're good for the TikTok algorithm. Last but not least, are ways that you can help support the stream if you would like to do so. Do keep in mind that if there's a special game that you would like to see me play, I do ask for help getting the funds for that game so I can play it for you, because I would love to do so. Other than that, nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. I'm just going to take a quick look to see who's live. Probably nobody I want to raid, but I wonder if he... Okay. I don't know if he cussed us or not, but... Alright, so I do have somebody we're going to raid. But for now, when it comes to this stream, I am JRabbit87. She is Firebyrd10.
Yeah.
I hope you all have a very good